I am Dexter Morgan, a medical school graduate. Due to an accident in my childhood, I developed a bloodthirsty impulse. But my father, Harry, was a police officer, and he keenly recognized my psychological condition. He often took me hunting, letting me vent this impulse on wild animals. However, as I grew older, this urge could no longer be suppressed by simply hunting animals. Until that day, everything changed. Harry suddenly had a heart attack and was hospitalized. Watching him lie weakly in the hospital bed, I felt fear for the first time. Not fear of death, but fear of losing him. He was the only one who understood me, who knew the dark secret deep within me. One day, when I went to visit him as usual, I saw Nurse Mary embracing a patient's family member. This should have been a warm and touching scene, but the strange smile at the corner of her mouth made me suspicious. She might be one of my kind. I began to observe her secretly and discovered that she would cut out photos from newspapers. When I compared them with the original newspapers, I found that the images she had cut out were of patients who had previously died. When she gave Harry his medication as usual, I asked why my father's condition was getting worse. She just kept changing the subject, and even when I asked what medication she was injecting into Harry, she simply said I wouldn't understand, despite my having told her I was a medical student. She continued to evade my questions. I secretly snuck into her office and found a folder in the drawer filled with news clippings about patient deaths, including photos of patients who had died just 2 days ago. I realized there was something wrong with the medication Mary was giving my father every day. I stole some of the medicine and took it to the school laboratory for testing. My teacher immediately recognized that the medication was potassium nitrate. When I asked the teacher what would happen if the solution was injected intravenously into someone,
This dilution? Harmless. But if administered repeatedly over the course of several days, it could kill someone.
I learned that because the human body can dilute this substance so well, even a forensic examiner couldn't detect the cause of death. Although I wanted to kill this nurse immediately to satisfy my inner desire, I needed Harry's consent. I had to make Harry himself suggest killing her. When I rushed back to the ward, the nurse was about to give Dad an injection, and I stopped her. When I stopped her, the expression on her face convinced me. She also had a dark side. More importantly, Harry saw it too. I told Harry everything the nurse had done. This time, Harry didn't stop me. He told me to prevent the nurse from continuing to harm other patients. I broke into the nurse's home, prepared the room, and waited for her to return. As soon as she came home from work, I pounced from the corner and subdued her. I tied her to an operating table, flipping through her photo album, counting her crimes one by one. To my surprise, she remained unrepentant, insisting that everything she had done was right. I understood then that there was no point in talking to someone like this. I placed my hand on her heart, feeling her fear. I liked this feeling. I transported the body to the swamp, where there were many alligators that would consume the corpse completely. I kept her earring as a memento, but I didn't know how much trouble this earring would bring me.